Ioann Alexeyevich Muzov was born on the 2nd of January 1875 in the village of Yurkino of Ruza county of Moscow province to the family of sexton of the Church of the Nativity of Christ Alexey Fedorov Muzov and his wife Praskovia Yefimova. The newborn was baptized the following day by the prior of a local church Vasily Salkovsky, who also became his godfather. It is known that in the family there was also daughter Maria. Ioann followed his father's footsteps, finishing Zvenigrad Spiritual College on the 2nd class in 1888 and graduating from Bethany Spiritual Seminary on the 1st class in 1895. Then he married Maiden Agrippina, the daughter of priest of the Church of St. Nicholas the Miracle Maker Peter Delitsyn, and in April 1896 was ordained a priest to the Church of the Intercession of Virgin Mary in the village of Pokrovskoye Bunyakovo of Bronice County. In the beginning of January 1897, Father Ioann was appointed to the Church of the Life-Giving Trinity of the village of Golocholova of Kolomna County of Moscow Province, replacing its prior priest Ignatiy Vostokov, who had passed away. At the same time, the young priest was appointed a chairman of a local parish school, while from 1904 he also taught the law of God at Lapteva Zemstvo School. On the 7th of May 1897, son Alexander was born to the Muzovs, while on the 9th of May 1898, son Arseny. Later, daughter Vera was born to their family. Even in the end of the 19th century, the citizens of the village of Golocholova were mostly old believers. When priest Ioann Muzov was appointed there, he had no place to live, and the new prior had to rent a room in the house of one influential old believer. But soon, after some talks with Father Ioann, the wife of that old believer began to attend the Trinity Church. Priest Ioann Muzov continued his painstaking work in order to convert local old believers to the Orthodoxy. All of them had been baptized at an Orthodox church, but later were grown up in the misbelief of the religious split. But sermons from the church ambo, as well as monitorial talks, started to bear their fruit. Many old believers began to attend services and take part in cross processions. Only from 1897 to 1911, Father Ioann helped to experience the Orthodoxy, 13 priestless old believers. From 1900, the priest constantly had talks with people writing a diary. Moreover, Father Ioann cured his parishioners with homeopathy, being highly respected for this by people. On the 4th of May 1903, the priest was awarded with a waistcloth, in 1907 with a skufia, in 1911 with a kamilavka. In 1906 and 1909, Father Ioann was also awarded with a gratitude charter of the College Council, while in 1910 with a medal in honor of the 25th anniversary of parish schools. Later, the priest not once was awarded for his vicarial efforts in the educational sphere. In 1910, Father Ioann became a deputy of the Diocese Council, while in late 1920s was appointed a rural dean of Malina district, replacing priest Eugen Streltsov. In 1930, the Trinity Church was heavily taxed. The authorities said that the parish would not manage to collect the money, while they would use the situation to close the church. Father Ioann clearly understood this, and in the holiday of Epiphany of God, appealed to parishioners to help to pay the taxes, as the future of both the church and the parish depended on it. The parishioners collected the money that was needed, and all the taxes were paid in time. However, for such an activity, the rural dean was heavily oppressed by the authorities that had been seeking for a reason to eliminate a zealous priest. On the 5th of February 1930, for the counteraction of the campaign of closure of the church, its prior priest Ioann Muzov was arrested by the OGPU department of Malina district of Moscow region. The priest was accused in using the feelings of the faithful against anti-religious propaganda that led to a meeting of the faithful under his guidance, where it was decided to collect money to pay the taxes as a sign of the protest of closure of the church. Already on the 30th of April the same year, the OGPU Troika of Moscow region, according to the 58th article paragraph 10 of the Criminal Code of Russia, sentenced 55-year-old priest Ioann Muzov to an exile to the Northern Territory for 3 years. After his arrest, the priest did not return to his place of service, while his further fate is unknown.